Hey Gemini, welcome to Intention 1111. Today I'm going to be doing your love read for December. I wanted to say thank you to all of you who interacted with the channel, commented, subscribed, viewed the videos. I appreciate y'all. We are going into Mars retrograde in Leo on the 6th. Um, so, that control your impulses, okay? There may be some aggression. Um, that with the retrograde in Mercury, right? I wouldn't suggest starting anything new. I mean, that's my suggestion. You do what you want. Read the fine print. This may be good for action, right? Maybe good for passion. Um, longevity, stability, maybe not so much. Just ground and, take it slow, right? Clean out a closet, whatever. Don't take on the whole house, for example. So let's see what we got, Gemini, for love for you. If you'd like to book a personal read with me, you can reach me at thejezebelway@gmail.com. I don't reach out to you initially for reads. People email me if they have an interest, and I email them a slot. Let's see. Crying over you, karmic. Ooh, somebody's turned their back on a karmic. Well, shit. Grieving. Somebody's made the wrong ass decision here. Okay? There's something about somebody running away from your connection here. Okay, so somebody chose a karmic. Now, if you're twin flames, karmics are people who aren't soulmates and twin flames, okay? If this is not your story about this kind of connection, then someone chose someone else over you. And now they're in deep regret that they've made this decision. They've left the karmic, they've turned their back on the karmic, um, and they're grieving loss, sadness, crying over you because they ran away from you. And they are, of course, they are deep in the shitter, okay, and in deep regret. So let's see what that's about. That sounds like a whole ass story right there, okay? Let me get these cards right here. Let's try these. Gemini. Love December. Love December. Two of Cups here you are. Two of Cups here. They know that leaving you here, they're regretting the decision of leaving this situation here with you, Gemini. Ooh, they're kind of like, in a way, in their mind, what I get when I look at this Lover's card, Gemini, excuse me, this is the Lover's card. When I look at the Lover's card here, what I'm kind of getting from this person is, if only, right? If only I had chosen Gemini. If only I had chosen correctly. If only I hadn't run away, right? So, okay, well, I mean, when you make your bed, what is that lady on TikTok? She gets on there and says, when you sit in shit long enough, you stop smelling it, right? So this person's sitting in shit. They want to come back, of course. There's an idea here. Can we mend fences? Can we be in sync again? Can we harmonize again together? Sagittarius energy here now. Um, can we uh can we get the water flowing again, right? Can we get back together again in a way that's harmonious? Can we put it back together again? Um On this side, we have the karmic, them leaving the karmic, them turning their back on the karmic, them saying here, death of the relationship with the karmic. And here on your side, we have them having this fantasy of coming back into union with you, right? Wanting to get back in sync with one another again, wanting to offer you this, come in and say, hey, I love you. Do you want to do this? Do you want to be together? Cup of love, right? You hear that ad nauseum. But this is basically a symbolism of their feeling for you and wanting to give you their feelings, right? So they know that there's been a death and they know that they rejected you. It caused a lot of calamity, a lot of chaos. Um, they're feeling a little paranoid right now, as they should be. I think that they were put through the ringer here with the karmic. When I look at this karmic card, I get a very self-absorbed, selfish type of personality, possible emotional manipulator. I get the idea that every time the relationship wasn't going the karmic's way, they probably had a nervous breakdown, or there was all of the sudden they're in this huge grieving process because their cat died in 1914, or whatever, right? It's emotional manipulation. I feel like anytime you're with somebody and they find a reason to make it back about them instead of what is for your highest good or what your needs are, okay, and what holes are in the relationship, you have an emotional manipulator. You have somebody here that would set the house on fire and then call you to come put it out just so you could be in their presence again. So that's kind of what I get for the karmic if some of you are dealing with that kind of situation. At any rate, this energy here wants, come hell or high water, they want to start again with you. But remember, I want you to remember something here. They are looking at this from their point of view, okay? They are not necessarily looking at this from your point of view or what happened. One thing didn't work out. Ooh, I made a mistake. I want to come back and skip back over here to Gemini. Now, I'm not saying that this person doesn't love you or that you should reconsider or not reconsider. That's your decision. What I'm pointing out to you, and the purpose of the read is to point out to you about this person deciding to choose someone over you. Okay? I feel like if somebody is truly in love with you, they will not put you in a position to choose someone over you. They need to go with the person that they chose. They need to pay attention to the relationship that's in front of them. But that is the lesson I'm trying to point out to you. So just bear that in mind. When they do come back to you, you really need to sort of have some discernment and say, are you coming back to me because you want to be with me? Or are you coming back to me because you chose wrong to begin with? You only saw my worth when whoever you chose took a shitter on you. And so that's kind of what you need to be asking this person. Now, for twin flames, karmics are a central part of the spiritual journey because the karmic points out shit to you that you need to fix. A twin flame mirrors to you what you need to fix. But a karmic will point out things to you because they are the embodiment of that karmic lesson that you need to learn. So, maybe not the same thing for twin flames, but again, if this person only saw your worth when the other person folded on them, I feel like you should really question that, and really pay attention. Really make them think, are you choosing me because it's me? Because you love me? Or are you choosing me because the other thing didn't work out and you only saw my worth when you were around someone who got on your nerves? Right? So really question this person when they come back. Now, Do I feel like they have love for you? Yes, but I feel like they only have love at a capacity which is completely in their bubble. In other words, I don't know if they're self-aware enough to really truly have unconditional love for another person. I feel like it's sort of a benefits type of deal. Not friends with benefits, but do they have the capacity to love someone without entering themselves into the picture? I don't know if this person is mature enough to know better, right? At this point. But you know your person better than anyone, and you make your own decisions there. This person is coming to you with a renewed heart, but you also have to take into consideration that they may have very little accountability. They may show up at your door and be like, I'm here, I love you. Let's pick up where we left off, and not understand that even though they think they're doing something very romantic or brave, they're it kind of lends to me the idea that they are not as emotionally mature as they should be, or not as emotionally mature as you need them to be. So just remember that they have completed a lesson. I will tell you that there has been a karmic lesson completed. They've closed out a cycle. They are now trying to hold on to some core beliefs. They're trying to hold on to some core things here, and you're one of those core things for them. They're remembering back at what you did to make them happy. I believe that they are talking here about your work ethic and how they admire your creativity or your work ethic. I feel like they are remembering maybe if there were children in the picture, or maybe how you are with others, that you're very nurturing and caring kind of person, and they admire that about you. And they want to step into the role of a lover to you, a helper. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I've got Scorpio specific, Sagittarius specific, Aries and Virgo, Leo. So there's a need though. Okay. There's a need here for their masculinity, and this could be a man or a woman, okay, but this is about the masculine values, qualities, okay? About protection, and they want to be right by your side. There's something here, okay, about them wanting to protect you, okay, from others or from circumstances in which they feel like you could be easily taken advantage of. Whatever those are, I'm not saying that's the case. This is their perception, remember. However, they're not factoring themselves into that plan, right? They're not factoring themselves in about protecting you from their whack ass shit. They have this false sense of what it means. Um, and they don't take themselves into accountability when it comes to the idea of being the person that they don't have to protect you from. If that makes sense, then okay. Let's see. How does this person feel about you? No, you know what? Let's just take a pause a minute. I want to see what happened between this karmic and this masculine energy here. What happened between the karmic and Gemini's person? What happened between the karmic and Gemini's person? Hmm. Hmm. There's something here about this person, this karmic energy going through money like it's water. Um, your person had to hide money from this karmic feminine. It could be karmic masculine, however it fits for y'all out there, right? I feel like that this person had to hide money from the karmic, okay? Because the karmic was a spendthrift, bad with money, or really heavily depended on your person, Gemini, for money. And this, she went through, or he went through money like it was water. Finally, your person had to put their foot down. They had to put their sword down and say, no more. I'm not giving you any more. Also, your person's karmic here withheld physical affection from your person whenever they didn't produce, right? Whenever the bank account wasn't where it should be, or your person didn't lavish this person with gifts, or didn't throw money at them. Um, they kind of had a headache, right? I have a headache. And in the beginning, I don't think that your person had enough courage to call them out on their shit. Um, so that lasted a minute. So we have a karmic queen of wands here, karmic. She left, he left. They had a fight, got into it. When your person said no more, you're cut off. She got in her car, he got in his car, and went to the bar or went somewhere, maybe to scope out their next victim, and left your person a little bit brokenhearted, right? They learned a very valuable lesson that not all that glitters is gold. Not all that doesn't glitter is gold either. Shit. But what they learned here is that they were using them for their money. And as long as the money was flowing, things were fantastic. But the minute your person cut them off because they were just going through the money, they said, well, thanks for a good time. See you later. Okay. And your person sort of figured something out there real quick, that there were just hands out all the time. And they're remembering here with a drink here, okay? Drowning their sorrows. They're remembering here this Queen of Cups energy, which I know is not Gemini, but they're remembering how loving you were to them, how nurturing you were to them. Um, And they're also realizing here that they gave you a reason to be more guarded than what you normally would have been, because that's what they created in you. Okay, so although that doesn't sound like a lot, when somebody realizes that their actions made you act a certain way, or made you react or start being a certain way, that says a lot. And that is one step closer to them taking accountability, which is what you need here. So anyway, they're remembering back sentimentally about Gemini. What can Gemini expect from this person? What can Gemini expect from this person? I get the word soothing. I don't know, soothing. You were soothing to them. Okay, I also get this idea they're saying here, listen, I'm going to be frank. I don't know what that's about. Listen, I'm going to be frank. Um, I've juggled a couple of people, is what they're saying here. I juggled you and that person, and I know that. But this person made me juggle my money, right? And I was chained to. They're going to want to tell you about this. Now, whether you entertain that or not, that's initially, if you want to know the story, or they're telling you this is the story, and it's important to moving forward. Fantastic. If they're using you to trauma dump and they're just sitting there talking about somebody else, then maybe you should question them about the relevancy. Um, They're talking about being chained with money, juggling money with the karmic energy. They're saying here they're realizing a lesson. Um, and they're saying here that they fully expect for you to judge them based on their behavior because they were thinking with their little head, not their big head, or for ladies, right? They were not thinking with their brain. So what they're saying here is they fully expect for you to judge them, okay? And they're hoping here with this Page of Swords that you guys can talk about it. You can kind of start all over again. That they have had to learn a very big lesson here about their own worth and take some things back to the beginning of themselves. So, at any rate, I don't know, did we do how they felt about you yet? I mean, I've lost my own train of thought here. How does this person feel about Gemini? Okay, again, they want a new beginning with you, Six of Pentacles. They want to talk about equal give and take. They want to be transparent with you about what was happening. They may want communication coming in very quickly. They're wanting to tell you that they've moved past a certain point in their life. They now know what a good man or good woman is because you showed that to them. But the real question here is, are they balanced and are they going to be good for you? So let's see what a potential final outcome is. What is the potential final outcome for this party of Gemini? Wish fulfillment. You've got the Nine of Cups here. Communicating that you are my wish fulfillment. Can we have a new opportunity? Can we come together in relationship? Okay. Some of you may already know or feel that this emperor is coming back into your life. Signs and synchronicities, so on and so forth. Let's see what they could say to you if they could. What would this person say to Gemini if they could? What would this person say to Gemini if they could? I bury myself in work to forget you. Yeah, and to make up that lost ass money she spent or he spent, right? I wish things could be different. You and I were too young. Well, you were. I don't think that's for Gemini. I hide behind material things. Again, so many things remind me of you. Remember, they were being sentimental about how you were and how they admired you. And also, they're saying I hide behind material things. So remember when I said they're having to take something back to the beginning to remember who they are and what their own worth is without a pocketbook or without some dollar signs behind it, right? Let's see how they feel about you in the bedroom. How does this person feel about Gemini in the bedroom? Show me Gemini and this person in the bedroom. We have lots of fire energy here, air. Show me how does this person feel? Oh, they're very dramatic in the bedroom, right? They could be very sensual, meaning that stimulation before the act of sexual intercourse is very important to them. Maybe that's something that the two of you shared that they're reminiscing back on. They may like a little role playing. They like this damsel in distress shit or whatever that is, right? Oh, save me. They love that. So that may be why they've got this King of Cups over here toward this Sun card trying to be protective. Maybe that's something that your vulnerability invokes in them or whatever, but they kind of like a little bit of um Damsel in distress role playing shit. Captain Save-A-Ho. I don't know, something like that, right? So let's get some advice cards on it. Not that that's you, Gemini, but that karmic over there for sure was a problem. Who can I serve today? Yourself. What else could this mean? It could mean that, you're meant to come back together again, either to continue your love story or to close out a cycle. Or it's a lesson, depending on where you are and what kind of connection you have, you could be closing out a cycle. If they're in coming back in Mercury retrograde, right? Then I would really consider the idea that there's something that you need to learn from this situation. I let my inner sense of quiet, stillness, balance, inner voice multiply each day. Okay, groundedness, not reacting, not acting out of ego, letting something play out. I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. The universe always has my back. So, whatever reason this person's coming back to me, it's either for love or for a lesson or for both. But if the universe is making a circle back to this issue, then there's definitely something here that Spirit wants me to take a look at. So, Gemini, that's what I have for you guys, and I'll see y'all later.